Hello from Slovenia again. Today I will do a flower dip with all faces because some new subscribers to my channel ask me a lot about my surface and what I put on the surface when I do dips. So this is a garbage bag on my table, and this is my acrylic white paint mixed with my pouring medium. Today I will use my mixture of acrylic binder and acrylic primer again. I will do a video about this mixture, but I'm still playing a little bit with the consistency that I like the most. So when I will get it right, I will show you a video of this, how I mix it, but you can mix it with other pouring mediums just to get the consistency that it works best for flower dips. And I think that this is my opinion, this works for me. It's not it isn't necessary that it work for everybody else, so I like to have my base coat the same consistency as other paints, but I think that all my other paints are in squeeze bottles, so I will try to show you my consistency. Here you see it just leaves a little mound, so this is the consistency that I like. And I put a little of this same white on the canvas just to wet it down a little bit, not to have a solid coat, just to wet the canvas a little bit. Sometimes I do it with my brush, sometimes I just do it with my palette knife, or you can do it with everything you like to use. Just you can even do this with your fingers, just to wet the canvas, that it's not dry when you do a dip. This is all that it has to be done. Your sides you can do later, because it's easier to, you see, you can just do this on the canvas just to wet it a little bit, and then leave it aside for the time that you add your paints. And it's, I don't know, I just use some paints that I think that they will fit together okay, maybe not. You can draw a flower, you can draw a circle, or just stripes. It's really not something that it's important. It's important to get a shape, but you can add your paint in some other shapes too. It's not necessary to do it like this. Just play around. So this was Winsor blue. I will use Winsor and Newton paints today, and see what will happen. And this is magenta, and I have some purple left, so I think that I will add a little purple here in between this blue and magenta. And maybe I will add a little bit like this. Just try to play. Sometimes you get nice results, sometimes you don't, so you just have to try. This is cadmium yellow, deep hue for the middle, and I have some sap green. I will just do little stripes, or I don't know how to call it. Oops. And if you can, you don't drizzle your paint like I do. But this is me. I have to make a mess, otherwise I'm not happy. I'm joking, but I'm not this, I don't know how to say this. I just make mess sometimes, or almost every time. And then you just have to put your canvas down to it. And I really like to use my hands too. Just a second, I will just do this that you will see better. I just want to press the canvas with my hands because I like to feel paint underneath my arms, underneath my canvas, so I don't want to use I don't know, I don't know. A lot of people use different things to spread the paint, but I just want to do it that way. This is my way to do it, and I like to do it. And then when you lift your canvas, you have to be careful and try to lift it evenly, if you can, as evenly as you can, because if you will lift it that way, you will get a different result than if you lift it straight up. It's more likely that you will get this flower center here. So every flower, you know, has its center somewhere. We all have, not just flowers. So I just try to release some suction first, and then slowly and you see, I didn't do it on the center, and my center didn't release the last, so I didn't get this flower shape that I want. See? you can always redip, but sometimes you get mud if you redip, but I think that I will redip it because I just don't like this, so I have to. Sorry, but I have to. And let's see if I can do better this time. It's not perfect, but I think it's better. These sides you can always fix later, so you can add some white and fix it like this, and when this will dry it will level out, so this will not be visible at all, because this paints levels out while they're drying. And then you can use a straw. Just a second. And try to blend this a little bit, or you can use your finger. Or even some skewer. To maybe blend this a little bit. Sometimes it's better to leave it. And then a torch. This is, I use butane torch. You can use kitchen torch, I don't know, chef torch or how it calls. And I have so many air bubbles this time, I don't know why. I don't like this, but I have to pop it because they will pop and you can get this weird spots later, but this is really not something that I like, but I just have to do it. And I will add some white here because I don't like this part here. And try to blow it out a little bit. So, and what is left on the surface, just a second, because I just forget. You see, I just get a mess. I will just try to blend this a little bit, because I will use this skin. Obviously I will have to cut this off, but I will use it for my projects. I will show you in the video what I do with my skins. I don't know, I'm kind of happy with this one, but I don't know, I don't like this white spots. This is why I mixed my paints just right before I poured them. Maybe I should have leave them. It's better to mix them a day before, so they you will not have this white, these bubbles. But I just want to show you the process, so I will take you for a close-up. I will show you the canvas first. This is what is on the canvas. See, I love these details here, but so many of these tiny little cells, and this is something that I don't like. Kind of like this shape of the flower, but still this is, I don't know, I can do it better, but I didn't. You can get awesome results every time, but this part here, I think it's just gorgeous. And this is what is it's left on the plastic foil, and I will leave it to dry, and when it will be dried I will peel it off and do some projects with it. Maybe I shouldn't have used this orange, yellow in the middle, just Windsor blue and magenta will be enough, I think. So this is it. I hope that those of you who are new to these pouring techniques understand something is better, and you still can ask me if you want to know something more, and I will try to help you. So this is it for today, and see you on the next one. Bye.